They smell amazing, I have to say. So I'm sure they're going to be as good as they smell. Mmm. Mmm. They are yummy. You can really taste the cardamom and the ginger and the rose in them as well. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious cardamom, ginger and rose pancakes. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make some delicious pancakes. I made these recently for Pancake Day and they went down a treat in our house. So I thought I'd share a video with you on how to make these. These can be made any time of the year. They make a really nice breakfast, or they make a really good sweet treat as well. You could serve some with something like strawberries or banana for a dessert. They are delicious, I have to say, and we all really enjoyed them when we had them. So as I said, I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So in this bowl here I have about 200 grams of oats, and then to that I have added about 2 to 4 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, and then I've also added about 2 to 4 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. Now I know ground flaxseed is slightly controversial if you're out there and you know about ground flaxseed, but I do use it for convenience. It's just easier than using flaxseed, and my husband and son finding bits of flaxseed in their pancakes, they don't like it very much. So if I buy it ground up, then I don't need to worry about it, is what I'm saying to you. And then I also have some rose petals here as well, and I've added about 2 tablespoons of rose petals to the bowl as well. And then I've also added some ginger to this, so I've added about a teaspoon of ginger, and I've added some cardamom pods as well. So what I like to do with cardamom pods, instead of adding the whole pod in, I like to just add the seeds from the pod. So I just basically crunch a cardamom pod between my teeth, and basically the seeds just fall out really easily. So I've already put 3 seeds in here, so this is my 4th pod of seeds I'm going to put in. So that's perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all of this to my blender. So I'm just going to put all of the ingredients into the blender like so, and then I'm going to blend these ingredients together. But before I do, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video today, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up, because everything like that really helps me out and I would really appreciate it as well. So I'm going to pop the lid on. I think I've actually forgotten to turn this on at the wall, so I'm just going to go and turn the blender on at the wall. I've turned the blender on, and what I'm going to do while I'm blending all of these ingredients together is I'm going to use my spatula, and I'm going to mix from the top as well as the bottom, and this helps it not to get stuck down the bottom. What I tend to find is if I leave it just to blend, it will just blend the bottom part, but if you mix it while you're blending, then it blends all of the ingredients together. So I'll show you now what I'm going to do. One ingredient, I have forgotten to add some baking powder to this, so I'm just going to add a little bit of baking powder, and then I'm going to blend again. As you can see, it's already started to look like a flour, so I won't need to blend it for too long now, so I'm just going to continue to blend these ingredients together. See, I have finished blending those ingredients together and they've formed a lovely flour. So in a moment I'm going to add the eggs and the milk to make the pancake mix. But before I do, I just wanted to say that I also added, sorry I forgot to tell you this, a little bit of almond protein powder. So I added about 50 grams of almond protein powder. Almond protein powder does have a lot of protein in it, so it is quite good, and it's also a vegetable. So if you wanted to keep these vegan, then you could add a banana instead of egg and make them that way as well. I buy my almond protein flour from a company called Buy Whole Foods online. This isn't an advert for them, but I just really like this powder, and it doesn't really taste of anything. It doesn't taste powdery. You know, sometimes protein powders taste really powdery. This sort of doesn't, and it sort of just blends in with all the other ingredients. So this is a great protein powder to have in the cupboard, and I will put a link in the description box below for you. As I said, this isn't an advert for them though. So I'm now going to add in my milk and my eggs as well. So I'm just going to add a little bit of milk and the eggs, and then I'm going to mix these ingredients together. And all I'm simply going to do after I've mixed these ingredients together is just put this mixture into the fridge overnight, and then I will cook these off in the morning and have them for my breakfast. But yes, I like to make these the day before, as I said, because of the digestive enzymes, but it also saves me time in the morning. You could also cook these off and put them in the freezer as well, so leave them to cool and then just separate them out and put them in the freezer. They are great pancakes just to pull out the night before and have for breakfast. I'm also just going to add a little bit of salt to bring out those flavours in the pancakes as well. So I'm just mixing this together. I'm going to try. It's the only thing with this whisk, it seems to catch everything when it whisks everything together. So I'm just going to use the fork now because it's started to thicken a lot. Yeah, that's that done. And I'm going to pop the lid on this. Just going to pop the lid on, and I'm going to pop this into the fridge overnight, and then, as I said, I will cook these off in the morning. It's the next day and I've removed the pancake mix from the fridge. As you can see, it's turned into like a moussey kind of texture. If you wanted to make that looser, you could add a little bit more milk to it, but I think I'm going to leave that today. I think that's fine for me. And now what I've done is I've put a large frying pan. I'm going to put that onto a high heat on my hob. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the base of this pan. So I'm going to add just a bit of coconut oil. Coconut oil is slightly sweet, so it's always nice to have sweet pancakes cooked in coconut oil. And I'm just going to leave the pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, and I've got myself an ice cream scoop here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop some of the pancake mix into the pan like so. I think we're going to try and do 2 at a time, and I'm going to leave these to cook now. And when they start to cook around the outside, so when the outside starts to look more solid, that's when you know it's time to flip them over. But I'm just going to leave them now just to sit in the pan and hopefully cook beautifully. So I can see the pancakes starting to cook around the outside, so I'm going to flip these over. I'm just going to try and cover that bit with some oil there, and I'm just going to flip that over. So that's almost perfect there, and then I'm going to flip the other one over like so, and then I'm going to cook the other side. I probably will flip them a couple of more times just to make them a bit more brown on both sides, but that is looking perfect at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to leave the other side to cook now. It's getting a little bit smoky in here, so I've turned the heat down, and I'm just going to flip the pancake over one more time like so, and I'm just going to leave that to cook again on the other side. But as you can see, that side has got a lovely golden brown colour. So I'll take these out and I'll put them on my cooling rack, and then I will add a little bit more oil. I think I'll do that now. I'm just going to take these out and I'll put them on the cooling rack. I'm going to add a little bit more oil to the base of that pan. I'm just going to remove it to cool it down a little bit as well. So I'm just going to add a bit more oil, and then I will start to cook again as soon as this oil melts. The oil has melted, so I'm going to cook a couple more pancakes in this pan. So I'm going to, as I did earlier, add a little bit to the base like so. I'm going to add a little bit more to this base as well, like so. And as I said earlier as well, I'm just going to leave these to cook around the outside. So once they start cooking around the outside, I will flip them over. They don't take very long once the pan gets nice and hot as well, so I won't have to wait too long. So yeah, I'm just going to leave those to cook around the outside and then I'll flip them over. So I think these have started to cook again, so I'm just going to flip, I'm just going to flip this over like so. Well, that's perfect. Just flip the next one over. And then as I said earlier in this video, I'm going to leave these to cook on the other side now. And then I'll take them out, and then what I'm going to do is continue to cook the rest of the batter. So these are cooked on the other side as well now, and these are looking really good too. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to cook off the rest of the batter. I have finished making the pancakes, so I shall go and plate up and then I will let you know how they taste, but they smell amazing, I have to say. So I'm really looking forward to my breakfast this morning. As you can see, I've plated up and I'm just going to give these a little try just to let you know how they taste. They smell amazing, I have to say. So I'm sure they're going to be as good as they smell. They are yummy. You can really taste the cardamom and the ginger and the rose in them as well. And rose tastes a little bit like Turkish Delight. I haven't used rose in other videos, previous videos. It always makes things taste like Turkish Delight, and I love Turkish Delight. So I'm looking forward to having my breakfast this morning. That's how you make my tasty pancakes, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having these for my breakfast this morning, and they smell and taste so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.